So last video, she talked to you guys about a really rough week.
Yes.
And
yes, 4 days of awkwardness.
Not that commitment was ever in jeopardy, but I think it tested commitment. So we thought we'd make a video about it.
Yep.
So,
well, do you want to talk about your take on last week?
Yeah, she just shuts down and doesn't talk is pretty much the gist of it. And then I think I use bad tones sometimes because this is kind of the way I talk, and it creates that scenario. So we both have some shit in it, and we're working on it.
We're good.
And we've been good since.
We did talk.
Last week we were supposed to go to therapy, and they canceled on us, so we had a sit-down session of, she said lots of tears were shared in her video. I didn't cry. It was only her.
Yeah, that was me.
So I'll clarify that. I was cool because I knew we'd be fine. I always knew we'd be fine, but it was getting... Anyway, it was a bad week. We basically just didn't talk for 4 days. That's pretty much what happened. That's the gist. We talked, we coexisted, but it wasn't the same.
Very bad. Very, very bad.
And we ended up seeing the therapist on Sunday, and I got brutally honest and not any, nothing like super negative or anything. I just told the pure truth, which I try to do anyway, but I think I just said it more assertively.
Yeah.
And I think I understood her point because I think it's easier for her to share with the therapist there, which I think offends her that I feel that way, but that's what I thought. And maybe not offend is the right word, but
I just thought you meant like I couldn't be open with you at all.
No, of course not.
It was just
it
was a rough time.
It just got a little deeper
Yes.
with the therapist there is all.
Yeah, but we're good. We made it out, and we're still working on it.
I guess this is about us so far, but I think the point of this video for me is that, like, when you choose your partner, mine and her relationship for the first several years was, I would describe it as flawless.
The first two
years were pretty much flawless. There was no fights. I knew that would change someday. I knew that they couldn't stay that way forever because it's not possible. Because what I think it was is the more open she got, the more vulnerable we were to fights because she used to like worship me. And
oh my god!
That's how it felt. Like,
yes.
I'm not saying like literally worship me, but I could do no wrong, and then I could eventually.
I was very understanding, and I mean I had a very it was easier then. I was just
And you just have to fucking keep working at it. You just have to keep working at it, I guess.
Marriage is not work, but there's maintenance that you need to do to it. But it doesn't have to feel like work.
I'm going to flat out disagree. I think it is work.
But it doesn't have to be like work.
It's not like you spend... What if you like your job?
Well, it doesn't have to be a negative... Like, I think when you
say
work,
we like our job.
Put it as a negative thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, I think it is work. And it's nonstop work. But it seems, it ebbs and flows. It gets easier. It gets harder. It gets easier. It gets harder. We have another kid. It'll get hard again. And, like, I'm just prepared for that shit. It's going to happen and it's okay. And I think that that's all that really matters.
Yeah, I think that how bad you really want to be with that person, how much you love that person.
I'll always be with you.
Me too.
But yeah.
But I think a lot of people, millennials, our generation, they take the easy way out. And they don't want to deal with counseling. Like, so many people think counseling in marriage is terrifying. And it is. It can be. But I don't think it's terrifying for us. I
hate getting called out as millennial.
We are. Our channel has millennial in it.
I know, but it's not in a negative way.
No, it's not in a negative way.
She's probably right, though.
It's not just millennials. There's others, too.
For dudes, women are readily available via electronic device, which is really probably pretty harmful. And, like, I remember as a young man not knowing what I wanted, and that lifestyle is attractive until you realize that it's worthless.
Right.
So I think people probably stay in that, like, I kind of grew out of that at like 26 years old, 27, like fully gone out of my system. I think some people stay in that until they're
Yeah.
Well, their whole life, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But teach their own. But if you're gonna sign up for a partner, you got to work through this shit. As long, if someone just literally stops putting in effort over a long period of time, then you probably shouldn't be with that person. But as long as both people are applying effort to the relationship,
Yes.
I mean, that's all it is.
Always expressing love, all the gratitude. I hope I do that for you.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. She's great.
No, I'm tolerable.
That's what I say when the camera's not on. Anyway,
I think we've done good so far.
love your partners. We talked about ourselves a
Yeah.
lot there, but maybe it's a good example for somebody or something. I don't know. Because shit is not like, I think that most people think we have a pretty good relationship, but shit's not always easy for us. And
No, I think we have been that couple that people see and they're like, oh, we're that couple.
Right.
Power couple. I've been told that we are that power couple,
We are.
but we're
We
not.
We are
we
a power
are.
couple. But,
But-
those closest to us have also seen us go through shit.
Oh, absolutely.
So, point being, everybody goes through shit.
But if you marry someone, you don't have to marry somebody, and you're with that person forever, obviously you're wanting to make all the effort and try and
And if you don't,
be vulnerable.
don't get married.
Yeah,
Got
don't
married
make that
once and
commitment.
It was a mistake.
Don't make that commitment if you don't want to commit.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not easy.
Commit to the shit.
And if you're scared of commitment, go to a counselor. I don't know. Learn about it.
I don't know what we taught anybody today. Anyway, hope you guys have a good night.
Peace, love, cheers.
Cool.